Hello you guys and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here. Welcome to the last video in August? I believe so. Oh no, one more video in August, but welcome to the last MLM horror stories of August. So today I'm going to be reading your guys' MLM horror stories. If you have an MLM horror story that you want to send me, if you want to be anonymous, if you don't, just let me know in the email and I will leave down the email below for you to email me to. So let's get straight into it. Today's a little bit of a shorter one. Let's see. Oh, this one's got screenshots. This one's got screenshots. So this says, "Hey Deanna, I love your channel and feel so much validation from your videos. This isn't really a horror story, but I think it really shows that people are just a number to MLM Huns. This lady is a Facebook friend, and I did buy from her when she did Chloe and Isabel because I loved the jewelry. This company shut down and now she's part of, The Body Shop, Zaya, Park Lane, and Mary and Martha. So I've had a lot of problems with her always sending me her link and asking if I knew someone interested in the opportunity for whatever company she was pushing at the time. I've told her many times that being on disability, my budget isn't very tight. My budget is very tight and most of my money is spent on medical expenses. Anyway, she messaged me last week and I was having a family emergency. She then messaged me a few days later pretending to be concerned and wanted to know what the emergency was for. Then the next day asked me to do a Park Lane party. I'm attaching screenshots because it's just so annoying. I was still trying to digest what had just happened this past week and I just wanted to scream. So we're gonna check out the screenshots, but first off, that's so many MLMs. I wonder if any of those MLMs have policies that you can't be in that many MLMs. I'd be curious to know. But also the fact that like someone would have an emergency and you would message them asking them about what? Like that's people's privacy. If they publicly stated that they had an emergency, like then it would be out there publicly. Or if they wanted people to know the exact reason when they said something publicly, they would have said the reason. So the first screenshot says, MLMer goes, "I meant to ask if you wanted to attend a Park Lane party. Our girl said, no thank you, I have an insane amount of jewelry." MLMer says, "Thank you." Then MLMer also messages on July 14th saying, "Hey, would you be interested in a Zoom facial with some of my friends?" Our girl said, "I can't, I have a family emergency." MLMer says, "Everything okay?" Our girl says, "No, just trying to get through the day, honestly." MLMer says, "I'm so sorry, I'm here if you need anything." My girl says, "Thank you." Then again says, or the MLMer a couple days later says, "How's your family?" And then our girl said, "They're okay, thank you." So I get that she said everything okay. So maybe she wasn't trying to ask like personal information, but I also think the DMs were sent out of order. Kind of sucks that they were out of order because it was supposed to be the whole, "Hey, I wanted to know if you were interested in a Zoom facial." Once the person said, "No, I had a family emergency," the MLMer stated like, "I'm so sorry, how's your family?" But then goes, "I also meant to ask if you wanted to attend a Park Lane party." Then our girl said, "No, thank you, I have an insane amount of jewelry." So she did end up asking, like after already knowing this person had a family emergency, asked that. So next one. Ooh, says delusional MLM rep, screenshot is included. "Hey Deanna, please keep me anonymous, but I wanted to share this thread with an MLM rep. I believe they're from Arbonne, but I'm not completely sure. Whatever they're a rep for, it just shows the complete delusion this person lives under. Even more sad is the fact that when they're confronted with literal facts, she's unwilling to be open-minded." So let me save this screenshot because it's one that I have to like zoom into. So it looks like comments, a comment section. So it looks like someone's gonna try and educate the MLMer and they're not going to agree. I'm just gonna give the person the name of Becky and then the MLMer will be named Sarah. So Becky goes, "There is hard data from the FTC proving that 99% of people who join an MLM either lose money or break even. It's a debt trap." I like that. Becky goes, "Income disclosure statements from MLMs also reflect the high loss rate. The industry as a whole and the business structure of MLMs is very toxic and unethical." Sarah, the MLMer, states, "I disagree with you. I agree that there are companies out there that give a bad rep, but it can be an incredible op with the right company. I have worked for 2 companies for 2 decades and I have had success and have had people I've coached be successful. It really depends on the company. It should not cost unless you can earn back in first or second month. I agree, some ruin it by selling a huge dream. There are companies where people do make an income, whether it be $100, $500, $1K, $5K, $10K plus a month." So let me comment. The problem with this is that when they say it really depends on the company, okay, yes, one company may have a comp plan where you earn like a higher percent commission on a product, or one company may have a product that's more expensive, meaning the commission will be higher whenever you sell the product. That does not mean that like every MLM is different in the sense of being unethical. Now, are there different rules, regulations, regulations, price tags, different trainings, different ways MLMs teach, yes, things like that. But in the end, MLMs are proven for 99% of people to lose money, not make any money. So when you go on the FTC's website, they say most people who join MLMs, right? Most people who join MLMs. They don't specify and say in some MLMs, some people make money, but other MLMs, people do make really good money and it's a good opportunity. They don't say that. So when the FTC says that most people who join MLMs, it's a statement. It's a pretty much the FTC saying, yeah, MLMs not good and most people are going to go into debt and lose money. That's why I say MLMs are scams, because only a small percentage of people ever have the odds of making money, even though it has nothing to do with like anything else. Honestly, it's the business structure. It's how things are structured to be. So our girl Becky said, whether or not you agree with it, the data is truthful and it exists. It shows that MLMs are overwhelmingly a loss. The people who make the big money are often brought in by corporate or recruited from other companies with incentives. Making that kind of money is very, very rare, as data shows. It's also money made off the backs of others who lose out. Glad you enjoy it. Sarah, the MLMer, says, it's not my opinion, it is my experience. Not only myself, but many others I know in the companies I have worked for. Have you worked for an MLM and worked from the ground up to reach any leadership level? If not, perhaps you're not experienced to know the upside of this industry. You are wrong when you say it's toxic. Maybe some companies are, but my joining this industry was the best decision professionally I have made. Also not toxic. The community, personal development skills, and sense of purpose is something that it has provided me and thousands on my team with. Do more research. So this person says, it's not my opinion, it's my experience. So yes, you can, as an MLMer, if you have an experience you want to share and you want to tell, yes, that is your experience. But you essentially stated that your company can have people make 10K a month. While you make 10K a month, let's look at the income disclosure statement. This person said they believe this person's in Arbonne. So we're going to look at Arbonne's income disclosure because that's a fact. And while your experience may be that you're making money, that doesn't mean that everyone is making money and that everyone has the odds to make money. Okay, this is 2020. So in 2020, Arbonne has 5 ranks. With Arbonne having 5 ranks, independent consultants are 56% of the distributors. So 56% of the distributors make a median. Oh my God, I love that they do the median. Good job. Finally, an MLM does median like income earned. I like median over average. Sometimes I like to see both though, which is nice to know. But the median annual earnings for 56% of the distributors are 108. And then on the left-hand side, they also do have the average, which is 206. So 56% of people make that amount of money. Now, if you go to the rank above, 33% of people get to the district manager rank. So if we total the bottom rank and this rank, you already have 89% of people. So 33% of people get to the district manager rank, which then gets you a median annual earnings of $1,769 and an average earning of $2,299. So if we're going off the median, like I like to look at, we're going to look at $1,769, divide that by 12. Median annual earnings is $147 a month, not including your products. So how are you going to tell me that 89% of people in your company are literally making nothing? Barely, probably going to, like the FTC says, they may lose money, make no money, or go into debt. Because when you talk about how much it costs to join this MLM, Arbonne is always promoting the 30 days to healthy living, which is hundreds of dollars. Most people aren't making money. So that's the fact. So when this person says do more research, that is research. That's what research entails. Looking at income disclosures, looking at the FTC, looking at the statistics. So back to it. Okay, so our girl says, Becky, I've been with 2 MLMs actually. I've done a very thorough fact-based research with credible sources. Check out a podcast called The Dream and a book called Ponzi-nomics. The FTC study by John Mayer is also very eye-opening, which John Mayer is the person who did the study on 30 plus MLMs, finding that 99.6% of people lose money in MLMs. So if you want to check that out, I will link that down below. MLMer Sarah says, I'm not interested as I've been with 2 great companies and I'm currently with 1. And I love the way we do business and our integrity. I don't disagree with you in that there are some out there that ruin it, but to say the whole industry as a whole, it's just not true. Best to you. Well, guess you didn't like your facts. But But yeah, sometimes it is hard for people in MLMs to want to look at other sources. Ooh, I may only be able to read one more MLM horror story because it sounds like it's about to thunder and lightning and everything, and that'll be very loud. Hopefully you guys are okay with that. It's gonna start thundering. It shows me on my little weather app. So this one says MLM horror story Primerica. Okay, so I used to be a health insurance agent. I had a regular work from home job with hourly pay, benefits, commission, etc. But it was very toxic. I was looking on Indeed for other insurance jobs and came across a posting for financial advising, which was something I was interested in. Becoming a true financial advisor requires a couple different licenses that I didn't have but intended on getting. The job posting was from, let's give it a fake name just in case one of their minions finds this video, haha. We'll just call it HH Hierarchy. It showed a base salary plus commission, mentioned that it would assist in getting those licenses, and also had certain requirements for 2+ years customer service and or sales experience, specific computer requirements, etc. Looking at it, you would think it's a normal job posting. So I applied. I had a regular phone interview, which also seemed like a regular one, asking about my experience and all of that. Then I had a Zoom interview. It was one-on-one, and then the owner joined in at one point too. They went through all of the questions I expected them to for an insurance job. Even went as far as asking for my national producer number and license number. Very normal for insurance interviews, honestly. Proceeded to ask about my experience and situations in detail and all of that. I was pretty excited. We began filling out paperwork, and they had mentioned you get X amount from selling policies, X base pay, which is like residual income, LOL, and $1,000 per referral. My former job gave me $500 per referral, so that really excited me. On the last page of the paperwork, it no longer said HH Hierarchy, it said Primerica. I hadn't heard of it at the time, so I didn't think anything of it. Fast forward to the first couple days, they insisted we all go on a Zoom call at 8 a.m. every morning for an hour. I quickly realized it was an unpaid hour-long meeting, and LOL F that. I did attend other meetings though, and they really only spoke of recruiting, very little of policies. I asked my supervisor about the policy sales quota and didn't get a straight answer. I then searched up Primerica and found things talking about how horrible it is, both from people that signed up for their policies and from former reps. I left the next day. I lost $100 from having to pay the background check, but I'm thankful that's the only money I lost. I'm employed again, and it's with a real job with hourly pay. Watch out if you're a salesperson and go on job sites trying to find employment. Interview your interviewers. These hunts have gotten sneakier and sneakier. That is rough because these financial companies and these insurance companies that are like MLMs, like the MLM companies, are some of the hardest to recognize if it's an MLM. We can really recognize with things like Beachbody and stuff like that, but when it comes to MLMs that are about travel agencies or the financial ones, insurance-based, those are like the hardest. Those are the sneakiest in my opinion. The ones like XOXO, Vector, in my opinion, is also very sneaky, where they go on LinkedIn, which you're not allowed to do. I'll link a video down below that actually talks about the fact that it is not allowed. On LinkedIn, you are not allowed to post MLM job postings or anything like that. But on those kind of sites, that's where these companies go to, and it looks more professional. Like I said, with MLMs like Beachbody, Monate, Pharmacy, Thrive, Lavelle, all of those kind of MLM, they're very much social media based. Now they've tried, as the reps have tried to go on things like Bumble BFF. They also try and go on LinkedIn, which is against the rules. I've reported a couple LinkedIn job postings I've seen for MLMs from MLM reps, and I've reported them. They've gotten taken down, so that's great. But MLM reps for those MLMs have started shifting into that, but they're already so widely known on social media that a lot of people usually see the signs on things like LinkedIn. While Primerica and MLMs like that, you don't really see the signs as much. So let me look on my thing to see when my next dive is. Maybe I will add this. I really want to do a deep dive into Primerica. I think that it's an MLM that is not talked about enough, and it's also the sneakier one. So if I can make a video that says like deep dive about Primerica or the truth about Primerica, and I can do like a bunch of links and get a bunch of information, that'd be really great. So I'm trying to do a lot more deep dives on MLMs like the one I did recently, Origami origami owl that I did at the end of July, because those are the MLMs that I feel kind of slide by because they're not as big on social media and stuff like that, where a lot of people are seeing conversations about these MLMs happening. So that is why I'm trying to do videos to where if people Google the MLM, they're able to find my video and able to get actual links with sources and information that I'm reading from the MLM website and stuff like that, or where I'm reading lawsuits and things that are really, really hard to find. That's what I love to do. So I may put Primerica down as like one of my next ones, or maybe one to do in September, trying to get to where I can do 2 deep dives a month. Or in July, I did like the origami owl one. Then the month previously, I did plexus. So yeah, it's been getting like harder because a lot of these MLMs, it's like hidden information. It's really hard to find a lot of the info. So it takes a couple of weeks for me to get the info together. But hopefully I can get to a point where like I have a faster process or something to where I can do 2 a month. But I'll definitely write Primerica down as one of the MLMs to dive into. But that is going to be all for today's video. I am sorry it's much shorter than normal, but that's okay. I actually have a lot of fun content coming with 2 other creators that I am just like so excited for. So go check out my Instagram. I'm actually with them today. So I'm pre-filming this video. I actually went to see them on the 26th. So I'll be with them today when this video goes up. So definitely make sure to go and check them out. I will be posting on my vlog channel with them and stuff like that. If you guys want to check that out, I'll link it in the community tab and everything like that. So that is going to be all for this video. Don't forget to like it if you liked it. Comment down below and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I upload 2 days a week, and I also have a vlog channel where I will be uploading 2 days a week very, very soon. I upload on Wednesdays over there if you want to check that out, and I will see you guys in Monday's video.